we got a special show for y'all tonight. Oh man, don't touch that dial. It is now 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Do not touch that dial. We're broadcasting not only on Facebook, but also on King Simon Presents Only Quality People on YouTube. We have the great Maria Antoinette coming up at the 7 o'clock hour. We're going to play these commercial breaks. Remember, if you want to contact her, please. This is her email, maproductions@yahoo.com, IG at Maria Antoinette, and check out her YouTube channel, Maria Antoinette, and don't forget her website, mariaantoinette.com. Tell a friend because tonight is going to be a night of elegance as she lively up the place with her harp with one of the most ancient of any type of instrument. Matter of fact, the piano came out of the harp. So make sure y'all understand that, and we'll be back right after this.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numeral Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Kafunya Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numero Beta. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Beta. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
That's right. Book now, family. Book now. That's right. Book now. Okay. All right, we're going to get prepared. Let me just run down what's coming up right here on King Simon Presents. Let me tell a friend, tell some neighbors, tell some cousins, tell some enemies, because you're guaranteed to have a good time right here on King Simon Presents. You know what it is. All right, just don't forget tonight, we got Maria Antoinette coming in, the many levels of my harp and the spiritual journey of music. Then this coming Wednesday, we got one of the veterans, a very outspoken veteran comedian, author, producer, J.P. Justice. We're going to be speaking on the raw truth about comedy's great history makers, breakers, and haters in the business. That's happening on Wednesday, July the 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And don't forget, on July the 24th, Sunday, July the 24th, we welcome back the one, the only Paris Williams, the entrepreneur and spiritual advisor, healing from past traumas and still thriving to be great. She will be in the building live and direct, so don't touch that dial. You know what it is right here next Sunday at 8 p.m. Don't forget, we're coming to New York City, baby. I'm coming back home to New York. A place so nice they had to name it twice. All happening on August the 27th, Saturday, August the 27th from 6 to 9. It's the Cosmic 1910 Mini Alignment Workshop with Lloyd Strayhorn, Ellison Nedra, Empress Etoy, and yours sincerely, King Simon, with special guest, Sister Kafunya Ife, opening up with the sound healing. $44 in advance, $55 at the door. Text for details, 347-496-1022. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell everybody, and tell your cousin, Leroy, to come on out. And don't forget, family, yes, Ashra Kwesi is coming in. Baba Ashra Kwesi, the living legend himself, is coming in with Red Pillar. That's on Sunday, October the 9th from 2 to 7 p.m. $25 until August the 1st. Early bird tickets are available now. All you have to do is text for that Eventbrite or you could do the Cash App, or you could do whatever. But don't forget, DJ Madaraka Chi is going to be in the building spinning some nice Afrobeat fusion that night. So make sure you come out and support Baba Ashra Kwesi. And don't forget, we got vendors available. Vending is available. Make sure you come on out. 347-496-1022 if you want to vend. I only have limited vendor space, so make sure you come out. Don't forget, December 3rd and 4th, you want to hang out with the Cosmic 19 Alignment and Enhancement Meta Shop. Billy Carson, King Simon, Ellison Nedra, Dina Divine, and Joshua Sarah. Tickets, early bird tickets, all $199 for both days. We're going to have a good time. Matter of fact, for the actual whole event period is $199. You know, we got to take care of people. You know what it is? $199, and we're going to be at the beach, and then we're going to be in a venue. We're going to be enjoying good food and all that kind of stuff at different places. So make sure you come on out. Check out the statement tees for vegans. Tees and Tings, man. teesandtings.com. Make sure you support. Show them some love. Make sure you hit them up. You want to get that naturally vegan look, that vegan sweet, that Miami vegan shirt. Make sure you get it right now and go to teesandtings.com. And don't forget, Dina Divine got some divine inspiration and consulting just for you, family. And she's a tarot advisor and consultant, and she also do facial readings. So make sure you hit up Dina Divine 369 at gmail.com. That's Dina Divine 369 at gmail.com, and just tell her that King Simon sent you. It is a beautiful thing. And don't forget Ellison Nedra, the Modern Day Sage. Make sure you hit her up at the moderndaysage.com, moderndaysage.com. 30% off, family. 30% off if you take the time out. If you take the time out and go to the website for Modern Day Sage, and she will hook you up with 30% off right now if you put in the coupon code King Simon 2022. That's King Simon 2022. That's the Modern Day Sage. 30% off right now. All you have to do is go to moderndaysage.com and tell her King Simon sent you. All right? Show you some love. Don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn, one of my teachers, man. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Make sure you take his classes, do his sessions, do some numerology with him, buy his books, all of that. Support Lloyd Strayhorn, one of the Babas. And don't forget, Udemy.com. Udemy.com. Want to take my introductory course? Go to Udemy.com. And that's King Simon presentation right there on Udemy.com. Numerovation. I'm the only one doing numerovation because that's what I'm about, motivating you with your numbers. And don't forget, if you want the raw, uncut, 8-hour uncut course, all you have to do is text the word course to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Get all my books. Got 4 books online right now. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. And if you want to do a session with me, I do have a long waiting list going into August. So if you're born around August, September, October, November, it's the best time to book your session because I'll have you right there lining you up for what you got coming up next year and all that good stuff. And I usually go up to 4 to 5 years of breaking down for that half an hour. And you get to ask any question you want pertaining to where you want to go, how you want to go. And remember, numerology is not psychic. It uses the numbers to guide you and take you to where you got to go, past, present, and future, and make you recognize all of that. And don't forget the content disclaimer, family. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. And disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Family, are you ready for your brother and the sister to come up in a momentarily? Let's welcome your brother King Simon in the building. Let me take this off and let's have a good time. What up, what up, what up, though? Don't sound like I'm from Detroit. What up, though? What your brother drinking, though? I'll drink to that. Yes. Oh, yes. I have on my African garb today. Yes, I'm serious. How you feeling today? How y'all feeling? And of course, you know my rules. My rules. I'm going to make it fast because we're going to have our sister up in the next 5 minutes. It is now 55 minutes after the hour, 5 minutes before the top of the hour. But we always have these rules. I've asked all of you to do me a favor. Those who like good music, those who like elegant music, I want y'all to please, 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 let me sound like James Brown for you. Please like, thumb up, and share this broadcast. Remember, sharing is caring. Let's give a round of applause to all those that like to share. Second rule for today. Matter of fact, I'm going to be giving y'all 3 rules, all right? Second rule for today is, respectfully, this is a troll-free zone, so trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else. Thank you very much. Yes, I like that. Last rule. If we are going to pull you in for questions, please save your questions until we ask for it. Thanks for watching. Yeah. How you feeling? We had a good show this morning with Abudakai, one of the priestesses from under Queen of Four, and of course, the Temple of Anu. So big up to her. She was up here dropping some very good high frequency wisdom, and I'm honored that she was able to be up here and do her thing. So, I got a special shoe for y'all, man. I got a special shoe for you, and I know, family, that what I'm about to play, it might flag my show, but I have to play at least a minute of it because this sister did such a rendition, and on her website, and this is her website right here. I got to share her website real quick before I bring her up. It is 4 minutes before I bring her up, and I want people to see this beautiful website this sister have. And she's born the same day as Ray Charles. If y'all don't know, now you know. Y'all don't know, now you know. I'm going to let y'all know. That means she is playing a harp, and the harp was here before the piano. I want y'all to make sure y'all clear on this. It's an old 15,000 year instrument. It's not just 15, it's not 1,500, 15,000 year old instrument. So this is her website, family. If you don't know, look at her beautiful self. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? That's right. She's a beautiful sister. Absolutely. And I just want y'all to see what she got. She also got a shop on here. Before she bring her on, she also got a little shop up here. And yeah, she got t-shirts. She got, look at that cup there. Look at that mug, man. Look at that Sekhmet bag. And look at the t-shirts. Look at the hats. Look at the socks. Oh my goodness. Let's give a look at her CDs. Oh my goodness. All my strings and sexy paradise and straight from the harp. And I mean, she got CDs galore. She's been doing this, family. Y'all playing games, huh? Y'all need to go get her stuff. And the harp is a good energy for sensual music also. So if you got a good partner and you in love with your partner and you want to make some love to some harps, the harp will touch both of your hearts, and watch what happens. Lord. Look, I got 9 children, so I ain't trying to make no more children. But if I had to, I'll make some children to her music. Put it like that. Yes. Okay. Hold on one second. Now, I got 2 minutes before we bring her up, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to play one of her songs off of this on her. You could hear a nice clip off of her YouTube, not just her YouTube, but really on her website. And this one is a rendition of Minnie Riperton's song, Loving You. And because I love Minnie Riperton so much, that song made me cry for 45 minutes, the original song by Minnie Riperton. Just remembering, and let me put myself up in front, just recalling that because I come from a Caribbean background, a lot of Caribbeans, especially in Jamaica, wasn't taught to say, I love you. And just all I needed as a child is to be said, I love. They believe in the only way they love the child is by providing for them and all that. And that is love, but they were so hardcore. It was crazy how we lost a lot of that love. So let me play this before we bring on our sister, and I'm going to play some of it right now. Here we go. Before she comes on, we're going to introduce her with this song right here because she's doing it. It's going to be a night of elegance, family. Listen carefully. This is Loving You by Maria Antoinette. Listen to the harp. It's bringing tears to my eyes right now. Without any further ado, let's welcome right here on the virtual stage of King Simon Presents the one, the only, very beautiful and vivacious person, the one, the only, Maria Antoinette.
King Simon, you're amazing. What an amazing, wonderful introduction. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so used to emceeing shows on Madison Square Garden and different places from back in my days that it just comes natural. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, I remember somebody said, man, I can make little animals and bugs seem like they're a superstar. That's what they told me. I said, yes, I could. I could actually do that.
Beautiful.
I am honored, first and foremost. Thank you very much for choosing my platform to come on and really share some of the wisdom that you have, because that I grew up in a household of writers and musicians. My aunt, she played the sax. My cousin played the trumpet. I played the drums. My cousin played the bass. My other cousin played the bass. My father was the DJ, and it was we grew up, and we had, in my aunt's house, we had the piano, which, like I said, the harp is older than the piano.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that. Matter of fact, that's what it comes from. That piano comes from that.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know how old it is. I go back and I research. It goes back 15,000 years. But I'm so honored to have this great guest, harpist, composer, writer, and much more. And if you want to contact her, please go to Mara Productions. Email her at maraproductions@yahoo.com. Don't forget, hit her up on her IG. Hit her up on the IG at Maria Antoinette, and check out her YouTube channel, Maria Antoinette, where she drops that eloquent wisdom. And also, I'm going to been in and out showing her website and all the beauties of her website and all the CDs that she got out there. And this is her website, Maria Antoinette. Once again, we want to give her a round of applause for being here. And family, the topic for today is the many levels of the harp, the spiritual journey of music, and the ancient story of the harp. My dear,
Yes.
How you been? How's everything? How's the family?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Staying busy. It's just been really actually insane in my camp, just going from one thing to another. And I'm not complaining. I'm really been blessed with so much work, appearing on other people's albums, performing live with my band, doing concerts, jazz events, and et cetera, et cetera. So
yes, beautiful.
As well.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you know, and I'm the name of my YouTube channel, I changed it to King Simon Presents Only Quality People. And when I seen you on Instagram, and the scene that you was following me also on Instagram, I was like, oh wow, you know, the sister is following. And then when I looked on your page, I was like, whoa. I said, what? And then I went to your website, and then I heard the rendition of Loving You, and I said, oh my gosh, this is powerful. Yes. And I said, let me contact you and say, yo, I got to have this sister on, because that song, like I said, is one of my favorites since I was a child. And at one time I was in my ex-wife's house. She usually let me stay in when I used to, before I moved down here, she used to let me stay there, gave me a room and all that kind of, my ex-wife now, you know, gave me my room, gave me a room to stay. And everybody went to work, and I just decided to go around and flip around YouTube, and I played Loving You. And I curled up in the bed and cried for 45 minutes.
Yes. Minnie Riperton was very special.
Man, Was it?
Very, very special. You know, she had that 6-octave range.
Yes.
Nobody had even heard of back then.
No,
You know, which
no,
was pretty
no.
special. Yes.
You know, and many people have tried it. I mean, even Mariah Carey came right there. She was there too. Mariah Carey did her
Yes.
thing, and I gotta respect Mariah Carey. She's a number 9, so big up to her. You know, so I gotta big up Minnie Riperton, born November the 8th. So I understand, and I watched the documentary with Minnie Riperton, and that was very powerful to me on what she went through, and then how she transitioned.
Yeah.
Now, your journey into music, let's start with that, because I know it had to be a journey that pulled you in. How long and what started you on the journey of going into music and playing such an ancient instrument that you have in your hand today?
Well, it really is a long story. I grew up in San Diego and
Mhm.
went to a Church of God in Christ, and
Mhm.
had to take piano lessons on the weekend. That
Mhm.
was mandatory in our house, and I played in and sang in the children's gospel choir. And but I knew that, and I loved music. It was my brothers; they would come home with Isaac Hayes and all these amazing artists that I just couldn't get enough of. And I thought I wanted to play music, but the piano just kind of wasn't it.
Mhm.
But I ended up going to an all-girls school, and here in San Diego, it was a private school, and they instituted a music program. In
Mhm.
that program, once a year for a whole month, they would bring in instruments from the symphony.
Mhm.
And during that month, they would bring in the cello, violin, viola, and the harp came in.
Mhm.
And at that moment, I knew once the harp is played, I said, that's what I want to do.
Mhm.
So I began to study with her. She was a harpist from the San Diego Symphony, and she took me all the way up to graduation with private lessons and so on and so forth. And then I went to UCSD and then University of Arizona, Tucson, where they had a harp department.
Mhm.
And so I studied there with a very famous artist, harpist called Dr. Karen McLaughlin. But I
Mhm.
was doing all this wonderful classical music.
Mhm.
So that's my background, my foundation. And I ended up playing for the symphony in Los Angeles for a little while at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. But
Mhm.
the whole time I was there, I'm like, I want to do the music I grew up with. I want to do some funk. I want to do some R&B. I want to do some smooth jazz.
Mhm.
And so I got with a wonderful producer in San Diego by the name of Carl Evans Jr. And he
Mhm.
was the musical director for Fatburger. And I don't know if you've heard of him or
Mhm.
that band.
Yes,
And
yes, yes, yes.
they were all sent they're all here in San Diego, and they were really almost responsible for the whole smooth jazz movement,
Mm.
taking music and not straight ahead jazz, but making it really smooth. So he
Right.
became my producer, and he showed me how to somewhat improvise and
Mhm.
take the harp and move it to a different level.
Yes.
And so that was the beginning of my journey, and that's what I wanted to do. And from there on, what is it, 3 4 albums later, here I am doing the
Yes.
music that I really love to do.
Yes.
R&B, soul,
So
something that has feeling, with the rhythm section, backup singers, and strings on stage. And
yes.
there I am up front playing. So that
Wow.
was the beginning of my journey. And people are like, we've never heard the harp played like that before.
No,
Well, that was
no.
my vision. That was my creative idea, to think outside the box
Mhm.
and do something different than most harpists were doing.
Man,
Um,
and that's so that's worthy of applause again. That's worthy of applause. You know what's so funny? What just came to me to share with you, that because you being born on the number that you're born, 23rd, same day as like I said, Ray Charles, and he was an innovator in what he did. You know, when
yes,
he brought the orchestra behind him. If you watch the movie
yes,
with Jamie Foxx and all that, now that's why he had to win that award. He had to win that Oscar. That was just Ray Charles right there. You know what I'm saying? That was Ray Charles. You know
yes.
what I'm saying? And what's so interesting is that I want you to think about doing a rendition of Bob Marley.
Bob
You
Marley.
yes.
Well, it's funny. You have to get the CD straight from the harp, because in
Ooh,
there I have "Waiting in Vain."
dude, get that right on. That's what I was thinking about, either that or Three Little Birds. Those were the things that came in my head. That definitely
Yes,
came into my
yes,
head. Wow.
yes.
Now we got to get the
So
CD
check
now.
that out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that. I mean, that harp is so beautiful that you have. First, let's talk about its ancient history. But that harp is a what kind of harp is that? Please tell our audience, please.
This is what they call a concert grand harp.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it's very new. It's about 1 year old. I had it custom made from a
Mm,
company called Kamak out of France.
mm,
And I just got it not too long ago. And harp is actually electric and acoustic.
mm.
So I have four outlets on the bottom of it that can, uh, I can plug into, and
Right, right,
you can
right.
light up a stadium. This is how bad this instrument
Mm.
is.
Wow.
The soundboard, you really can't see it now, but
Of
it has
course.
my initials on it, MA
Yes.
at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if you can. You probably can't see it. Yeah, can't see it.
No,
Just
you're not gonna.
anyway, but it's very beautiful, platinum, and with
Wow.
the wings on the soundboard and my initials at the bottom.
Wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful piece of a gift. That's a gift right there. That's not just an instrument. That's a gift. That is a gift.
A lot of investments.
A lot of yeah, gift of investment. You're
I
actually.
think my probably my third or fourth harp.
Mm.
So of
No,
course, down through the years, you collect them, and
of course, of course.
yes,
Because I mean, if you're a harpist, that's what you. That's the. I remember Minister Farrakhan saying because he loved to play the violin, and
yes,
because when you're a violinist, that means you are exceptional and love to play the violin. When
yes.
you are a harpist, you're exceptional and love to play the harp. If you're a pianist, that's what you are. Even when you're a racist, you might love your race even more. That's just you got to understand. There's a dynamic.
Right, I get
You
it.
love your race a little bit more than others. Okay, cool. I like that. He broke that down just like that, eloquently. So as he does, and and I'm looking at this as a musician to another musician. I used to sing and I used to admire the harp when I was younger, because I believe my cousins and a lot of them used to introduce a lot of different types of music, especially my aunt, because she spoke like 12 different languages and all kinds of stuff. So she used to bring a lot of different things. And I remember that sound. Anytime I hear that sound, it pulls me in
Yes,
because it
yes.
is ancient. And from
It's
your
very.
studies about the harp, what did your studies come up with as far as about the harp and its ancient history?
Well, the very earliest history that they found of the harp is one of the first instruments.
Mm,
And all the way back to ancient Kemet, which people
yes,
call Egypt, but it's
right,
really Kemet,
right.
is where the harp, they found harp. And if you have studied like Egyptology, or if you've looked
Yes.
at some of the artwork on the walls
Hmm.
with all the hieroglyphics, you will see three sisters on the wall with
Hmm.
a harp. Now,
Hmm.
it was a different form as this one. It's more of like a bowl instrument, like a big C, where they
Hmm.
stood up and played it, and
Hmm.
that they played for the great pharaohs and the king's chamber. And another place as well is Uganda, is
Yeah.
where you find the ancient harp at. And it has
Hmm.
taken on many different shapes and
Hmm.
sizes. And due to the influx of the Europeans
Yes.
on the African continent, the harp has migrated to Europe, in which they took, and to particularly Ireland,
Hmm.
and claimed it as their own, as being the national instrument of Ireland. So you will find that there's a lot of Irish harps playing folk music. You've probably seen that, heard that,
Yes. Yeah.
and it has changed shapes and forms into what you see today is a concert harp. But
Mm.
the earliest beginnings are in Africa, in
Yes.
ancient Kemet, and where
Yes.
the sisters played for the great pharaohs. And
Yeah.
someone had told me a story as well, that they used to play in the king's chamber, and that the male harpist, I think at that time, had to be blind to play in the royal bedroom. Now, I don't know how true that is,
Wow.
but because of the different frequencies and the sounds that the harp emits, it calls in the spirit world.
Yeah, yes. That's
Yeah,
that's that's why I said what I said earlier. If you playing
right,
harp while you making love, woo, it'll tap into a lot because that's just divine energy itself working together.
right.
So if you know how
Different
to use those
frequencies,
divine energies and
right.
frequencies.
And they have classes here in the US where they
Mhm.
teach harpists to play for people who are making their transition, but
Mm,
it's all improvisational. And so they usher them into the other side, which is quite interesting. They focus on different notes and different
Wow.
sounds to help people make their transition.
Wow.
So you will see it in the classical world, pop world, so many different places that the harp is in that make the sound so beautiful.
I mean, it's very intriguing to me since I was a child, and as I grown up and watched, you might see it played in, of course, the movie Moses. It was played in that movie, and The King and I. Those movies like that, they had those things. Of course, European always taking something and doing something with it. You know what I'm saying? you know,
All the time.
all the time. They don't. They're relentless when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yes,
But
yes.
I'm so happy. And people that are just tuning in, family, just want to remind you who we are speaking with: Maria Antoinette, the elegant and beautiful Maria Antoinette, harpist, composer, writer, and so much more. And of course, you can email her about her information and what you want. And you might teach class. I don't know if she's teaching class yet or whatever, but I know that would be very good for her. Ma Productions at Yahoo, or hit her up at IG. And don't forget, check our YouTube channel, and don't forget her website. It's a beautiful website. And of course, I was showing that earlier. And this is the website. Just want to make sure y'all see how beautiful this website is. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Just floating by. Look at you just floating by. Look at you. Oh, look at it. And look what's chasing you. A little butterfly or dragonfly there. What the? Okay.
Right. Well, it's
That,
very cosmic, very
yeah, that's
cosmic.
very beautiful. My goodness, look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this. Another star, man. Man, look at that. I'm telling you, she got an excellent website, family, with all her beautiful CDs and of samples of different things on. Make sure this is the latest CD, right? All my
All my
strings.
strings,
Right
yes.
now, family, it is a beautiful look at her on there doing her thing. And of course, she has a whole bunch. Look at all the pictures here, family. Look at the beautiful. She's even playing by the lakes and rivers and seas. And, she's doing her thing. There's a YouTube channel. She's dropping it on YouTube and everywhere else, explaining the connection and that sacred connection that we need to understand when we use the harp, especially for meditation. I've noticed that the harp is very good for
It's
meditation. So
perfect.
perfect. Yes, I've used it before, and I'm just honored that you've chosen to continue on that journey. Now, did your mother, your father, anybody introduce you to this? What made you? What's some of the past life stuff that might be your ancestral stuff that
We're
might
going
have?
to laugh about this
Yeah,
because,
please,
and
please.
this will be, it's always a story that I tell because a lot of people said, oh, your mom, your dad, they got you into the harp. Well, when I saw the harp at school and I came home and I told my family, my mom and dad, I go, I want to play the harp. And they said, well, we're not paying for no harp and we're not paying for any harp lessons because Black people don't play the harp.
What?
So, I mean, they didn't have a perspective for the instrument. You have to realize at that time,
Mhm.
the harp was not prominent in our community like the
That's
piano
true.
or
That's true.
saxophone or singing or dancing. So here I was, a young lady talking about harp. What did they know about harp? They had no clue. So my brother had a Jack in the Box franchise because I come from a family of entrepreneurs.
Right, right.
And I asked him after school, can I come and work in your restaurant and bag hamburgers, whatever? He goes, why? Why do you want to do that? And I said, because I have to pay for my harp lessons. And he was like, what?
Mhm.
And I go, yes, I have to pay for my harp and my harp lessons. So he says, well, if you want to do that, that's fine. So to make a long story short, I did that and got my first harp, which is a small harp, and
Mhm.
I got a great teacher, as I told you, and began
Mhm.
to take lessons
Wow.
inside of probably about 6 years. She had me playing weddings and special events, and they were quite shocked and like, whoa, how much are they paying you to do that?
Exactly.
And so it was just a manifestation of that. But I think that what I'm doing now is I saw that long time ago in my life. I
Mm.
saw where I am now. I saw it as a kid of all
Mm.
the things that, in places that I'm going to play. And it was already in my spirit.
Oh, it
So
is.
there was no stopping me.
That's right.
There was a will, there was a way. And then I made it happen and
You,
just kept.
it, that again, give that a round of applause. I gotta keep on applauding you because that is not one of the easiest instruments to learn.
No.
No,
The
it's
harp
not
is
one.
actually the one of the most difficult instruments to
Yes,
play besides the French horn.
yes, yes, and that's why I said what I said because and I used to go to music classes, and I went to Erasmus Hall in Brooklyn, New York, and we had a music teacher named Mr. DeVito, who used to always play the Mendelssohn and the Bach and all the rest of him, and then he'll always point out which instrument he was able to point out what instrument is being featured at that particular time because he had an ear for it. And
Yes.
we'd be like this. So I always remember certain teachers because they always brought a certain amount of excellence by talking to us, but we realizing that music was a very important part of us, even if they didn't say that in the class. Now,
Right.
when they remove music from your point of view, your perspective, when they remove music from certain schools, what you think? Why you think they did that, and especially in African American schools or African schools, or people with a lot of African people that African Americans that? Why did they do that? Please.
Well, first of all, our brains are very much activated by music. And
Hmm.
we're natural creative people.
Hmm.
And so when you take the arts out of school, then the schools, what do the children have to create?
Yeah.
Because it activates left, right brain hemispheres.
Hmm.
And so our creative centers, because as you know, Simon, you could hear a song that you haven't heard in 50 years. And you
Hmm.
know every word, every lyric,
Yeah.
every line of that. What is that's pure genius.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so they know that. Our creative side. So when they begin to take things out of the school creatively, then
Hmm.
what we have, then we start disrupting,
Right.
because we don't have that outlet.
Right.
And
Right.
so I knew exactly what was going on when that happened.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, and do you now? Who are some of your favorite composers that have used the harp? Who are some of your favorite composers?
Well, there's a sister out of Detroit called
Hmm.
Dorothy Ashby. I don't know if you
Mm.
know
I
her.
remember. I heard that name. I heard
You
that name.
have
Yes.
to look her up. She's no
Yes.
longer with us.
Yes. She passed. Right.
She was actually the gold standard
Hmm.
for harp, jazz harp.
Hmm.
Incredibly talented, just really a genius at
Hmm.
what she did. And then, for harp, then we have Alice Coltrane, which was
Hmm.
John Coltrane's
Yes.
wife.
Wife. Hmm.
And so we have a lot of harpists that are now coming up, that are out there, that are doing their thing like I am too as well. But in
Mm.
terms of harp, it would be Dorothy Ashby.
Yes, she's born August the 6th. I see. Wow, she's a Leo, number 6. She born the same day. She born the same day
You know
as
what, that's numbers.
yeah, she's born the same day as the reggae artist Spice, the new female reggae artist. Same day as that reggae artist
Oh,
Spice. Who was,
okay.
yeah, so and I know they love music and they might present it in their own way, a more sensual way, certain time. And I remember this sister. That's why I'm here looking at her pictures because I think they have a documentary out on her, right? Don't they?
Yes,
Yes, yeah, I
yes.
remember the documentary. Yes, because I've been watching a lot of older documentaries like Billie Holiday documentary and all, and this sister came up. So yes, and so those are the two that you were connected
I,
to,
I admire, and certainly I have my own style,
of course.
because I like, let me say, I stay in my own lane because
That's
that
right. That's
for
right.
myself for the R&B, funk, and Dorothy Ashby was straight ahead jazz, and she was able to do bebop and
Mm,
all kinds of things. So check her out too.
yes.
Gone too soon, but just brilliant.
And Alice Coltrane you were speaking about too. Alice
Yeah,
Coltrane.
John
Yeah.
Cole, again, a completely different style.
Yes.
Apples and oranges in
Yeah.
terms of their delivery. Alice is more meditative music.
Uh-huh.
She sang and played the harp, different style completely as well.
She's
So
born
all of
August 27th. She's born August
yes,
27th. Interesting.
and so
Interesting.
we all have our voices, and that's what I like too. I don't want to imitate, but to have your own delivery, your own voice
Hmm.
for expression, and I like that, and I think that keeps it really interesting.
Now, because like I said, people that are just tuning in, we're speaking to the one, the only Maria Antoinette. Yes, 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 yes. Harpist, composer, writer. You can contact her via this email and hit her up on IG at Maria Antoinette, and also check out her YouTube channel, Maria Antoinette. Go learn some stuff, and I think people should actually guide children to learn also the importance because, like you said, it helps to balance off both sides of the brains,
Right.
and that's very important that we learn to bring that back. If they're not doing it in school anymore, we need to do it ourselves and
Yes, we do.
go to certain people and go learn under them. Now, with the young people nowadays, because I remember, we grew up, we wanted to have a band and all that, because I don't see as much live performance as I used to see back in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, where people wanted to learn how to do their thing and play and all that. Why do you see that a lot of bands have kind of disappeared? Big bands and all that, especially that was ran by Black folks and all of that, and Black women and Black men. Go ahead, please.
Well, I think the market is so competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that powers that be in terms of putting artists up,
Mm-hmm.
it's somewhat of a clique almost, and it's very political.
Mm-hmm.
And you really, it takes time to break through. But however, for independent artists like myself,
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to be very clever
Mm-hmm.
and marketing yourself. And a lot of people don't have the wherewithal to do that. I mean, because it takes time. I mean, it really is a grind that you have to push, because we have social media now.
Yes.
And so you put yourself out there on, like you say, Instagram, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
your websites, and doing live videos and all different sort of things, that you can do to market yourself.
Right.
But, you go to my website, but I have a band. And so that's an amazing thing to do.
Good.
And been very well received on the smooth jazz circuit and doing festivals and presenting the harp, because everybody's like, the harp, because when most people think of the harp, they think of some dreamy, boring, quiet instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Not smooth jazz, not R&B, not up front. Usually it's always in the background.
Right.
I am up front and then have all this instrumentation behind me. So that's really new and fresh and exciting.
So you haven't played in New York, really? You haven't played in New York ever?
Well, I played with Jazz and Pink. I used to play with
Jazz and Pink, right? That's right, Jazz and Pink.
But I have not played in New York as with my band. Let's put it that way.
You should. Let me see. I can probably connect you to the African Arts Festival, the International African Arts Festival.
Oh,
because the guy that's the supervisor of that, he used to train me in what you call it, Aikido. Martial arts. So he's a Aikido master. And so big up to Segun, Master Segun over there. And I'll call my professor Bill and see if I can get his number back. And I see if I let him check you out, because I'm sure once he understands, and I send this video to him, that this is an African thing, that International African Festival should have it. They should have it.
The YouTube is a good tube.
Yes, I'll send it too. Yeah.
With me on stage with the band, so they actually can see me in action.
Yes, I will send that also, because once I said, matter of fact, Professor Bill was looking at for briefly, but I know he's probably busy teaching martial arts, so he probably looked at it real brief and probably check it out later. But that's one of my professors in the martial arts, and but that is so interesting that you need to be in places like New York or Detroit and all that. You played in Detroit before, right? You ever played at that African festival they had in Detroit yet?
I've been trying to get in there.
What? Gosh.
Like I said, when people say you played the harp, immediately a shield kind of sort of comes up psychologically,
right?
Until they actually see and hear it.
Yes.
So it's been a push. It really has been breaking down doors, getting people to see what the harp really truly can do.
It's like the violin, they don't expect Black folk to play the violin either until
you have some swag with it.
Yeah. Because Dr. Africa told me, may he rest in peace. Dr. Africa told me, he said he learned how to play the violin, and because the children around there said it was for faggots, he said, no, I won't play the violin anymore. and then he started playing the piano. He taught himself how to play the piano. He was very proficient in playing the piano, Dr. Africa. So
that's interesting, because a lot of times that when I'm playing out, the one comment that I get from, let's say, women who've chosen different careers, they said, come up and they'll say, Maria, I am so happy that you continue to do, to play your instrument and practice and everything, because I wished I continued on, because I played the cello, but I got so much peer pressure from the neighborhood kids. And why do you want to do that? Or you're square, and you kept going. Mm-hmm. So it is important that, for people to, follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams. And
for yourself.
No. That's honest. That's honest, because I remember wanting to sing. And as much as my mother used to sing and my father's a singer at their own, they never went to the length that I went up to as far as being number 5 on the reggae charts. But I wanted to sing, and my mother did not want me to go out there because it was a protection of her boy. You know, she didn't want you to go out there at night and get killed in New York. I was in Flatbush, Brooklyn, so back in the '80s, and those days was some rough stuff. The crack epidemic, all the madness was on. So she didn't want me to get out there, but as soon as I ran away from home around 17 and went and became Muslim, went into the Ansarullah community under who we call Dr. York today, and he was the first to record me. And he recorded me and seen, and I used to win talent shows online. And then when I left that community in '88, that's when I was able to show my mother that I can watch what I did on the charts. And I jumped from 16 to 10 to 5 on the chart. Didn't go all the way up the chart, but I was there battling with the Shaggies and the Shabba and all them back in those days.
Well, that's brilliant. That's amazing.
But what you just said is to follow your dream. And I went and only reason I left it alone and I didn't climb as far as I want to go is because I seen the bull crap and I didn't want to get robbed from people anymore. And I just didn't want to deal with all that foolishness. I admit, and then I've been into radio, so they had to come to me to play their music. If you're a producer, you had to come and ask me now and see what's happening. I just reinvented myself and kept it moving, and
we us melanated people, we can do that.
Exactly. Family, we're going to take a hard break real quick, and then we're going to come back with you running down some renditions on your harp, because you have the harp in front of you for a reason, and I want people to hear what you do from a raw version and some of your one of your new songs that you want to put out there, that you're putting out there also. Whatever happens, I'm just rolling. I'm going with my flow. That's why I played your song opening.
We're gonna be okay.
We're gonna be okay. The ancestors got us. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back after this with some music by the great Maria Antoinette right here on King Simon Present. We're gonna take this hard break, and we'll be black after this, melanated after this.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numero Beta for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Number are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Troy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Kafunya Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numero Beta. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Beta. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
That's right. Book now, family. Book now, family. You know what it is now. We got something special for you coming up right now. We got our sister that's going to drop some knowledge and wisdom through the harp of harps. The heart of harps. And my sister, are you ready, my sister?
Say it again, Simon.
Are you ready, my sister? Are you ready?
I'm ready. And
all
shall
right.
I introduce my song?
Please.
Okay. This song is titled Sekhmet. And it is from my latest album, On My Strings. Mm-hmm. It's an original tune. And for those of you who study ancient Egypt, Sekhmet was a warrior goddess and of the people. Yes. So this is my rendition of her and titled Sekhmet.
Let's
So
do it.
enjoy.
Wow.
Turn it up.
Wow, let's give that a round of applause. My goodness, my goodness. Woo, my goodness. Oh. Powerful, powerful. There you go. There it is. Woo! Lord have mercy.
Warrior goddess.
Sekhmet is in the building. That was a salute to the goddess Sekhmet. That
Yes,
was a
yes.
tribute. And family, make sure you go to this website right here, MARIEAAntoinette.com. MARIEAAntoinette.com. Make sure you hit her up on IG at Maria Antoinette. Make sure you email her for any advice about music and what you should get into or what your spirit is pulling you to. And of course, at the email on there, and make sure you hit her up on YouTube channel. I'm definitely going to share this with some friends that have access to those festivals in New York at least,
That would be great.
and see how and see what we can also do with this some consciousness out here in Georgia. As I'm gonna talk to Red and Blue Pill, because I sent it to Blue Pill to let him watch it, because his wife was she said, "What? You got somebody that's gonna play the harp?" So I said, "Okay, yeah, okay, I'm gonna send it to y'all. Make sure y'all watch it." So
I watched Red and Blue Pill.
I came from a meeting, right? I just came from a meeting,
awesome.
So and somebody said they love the cascading flows of the harp. Yeah, remember it's an ancient instrument, and it's
Well, one of the most recognizable songs of the harp is called the glissando. And when the gentleman said, I love the cascading flows, and I'll just demonstrate just for a couple of bars, just so you can hear the nature and the power and the beauty of it.
There was a woman that said that, Jacqueline. Yes, Jacqueline Bailey.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Wow. Powerful. It's a powerful thing. I mean, that is such a, like I said, it definitely helps you to relax and put you straight to sleep if you have to, and you want to get into those theta waves and get into the deltas and all kinds of waves. You want to get into that will help.
My next project, I'm doing one right now, but I want to do a meditative album.
Good.
CD, just for meditation, with different frequencies, just how that all plays itself out just naturally in the studio. In terms of people, just, in terms of meditation, I meditate and relax them, because we get so much stress in this world. We need to come home to a place where we can just turn something on and immediately have healing. And music does that. Depending on the frequency, it will heal you.
Yes, I mean, I could see it with you with you playing the harp with some sound bowls and the gongs and all that. I could see all of that. I'm seeing it all in front of me. Like, wow, I gotta connect you with those people that the sound bowl. Like Monty. Her name is Nikki Monty. She's very good at the sound bowls and playing the gongs and the healing gongs and all that kind of stuff. And she got like all the bowls around her: big bowls, small bowls, little bowls of cereal. All of that is inside there. She got it all. But
yes,
I want to thank you very much for coming on the show and spreading this love, my dear.
Thank you. What an honor. When you called me and texted me, I was like, oh my God, King Simon, I got a text from him. This is awesome. I was very excited to be here today. So thank you so much for having me.
It was definitely my honor to have you, because I mean, look at your website is beautiful. I'm showing the website right now, all the moving, everything moving. And a family, please go to the website. Go to the website, MARIEAAntoinette.com, and make sure you purchase any of her CDs that she has on. The newest and latest one is All My Strings. Make sure you support and buy now, and show her some love, because she's deserving of it. And remember, family, those that are watching, It's not European. They came, usurped it, just like they usurped your backside and took you to another country. So
Yeah.
they did the same thing. The art, if you Google, the harp is over 10,000 years old, and it goes back to ancient Kemet. Like they call it Egypt, misnomered Egypt. You know,
Yeah.
they make it, they cheapen it when they call it Egypt, but it's Kemet. And we want to make sure, like, you know, Dr. Ben would probably say Akibo land, the earth was called Akibo land. You know, he used to break it all down, you know. So big up to the late great Dr. Ben, who I've worked with before. And Sister Maria, I want to thank you very much for your graciousness.
Thank you.
And of course, bring up to Brother Norris that helped you out. Big him up too, of course. Enough respect to that brother, and
Yes.
that helped out. And please continue to do what you got to do, and we're gonna make what we got to make happen. And I'll send you some contacts to see what they want to do. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna send it to them this week because I
Well,
know they're
thank
busy people. But I know that already went. Next July will be the next festival. So July they
Okay.
do it for
I'm
4 days.
prepping it for, yes, next year.
Yes, yeah,
Absolutely. Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your beautiful experience and thank you for sharing your greatness. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. One love. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. That was beautiful, family. That was beautiful. Man. Woo. Ah, go to the website. Go to the website. She is beautiful. Look at that. That's her right there. Let me show you the website, plain and simple. That's the website right there. Her CDs, her performances on the website. Moving. The website is moving, family. Believe me. Beautiful, 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 beautiful stuff. She's part of the family, family. She's part of the family. Look at her. Maria Antoinette. Performing live on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, Maria Antoinette. You'll see her performing live with and showing you how the Africanness and the melanated energy of the harp works. Make sure you support her. She also teaches on her YouTube channel. Make sure you support her. Look at her. Elegant. Oh, yes. Remember, this is all about King Simon presents only quality people. King Simon presents only quality people. You don't get no debates, although I don't disrespect it. You don't get no arguments on here. We don't want no trolls up here. I'm not into all of that. Once again, giving her a well-deserved round of applause. Family, that was beautiful. You don't know how much that touched me, you know, because I grew up in music all my life, you know. So, again, family, we're gonna get ready to close out. If y'all could hold on, and we can, y'all wait for the Dr. Delbert Blair prayer. We're gonna do the Dr. Delbert Blair prayer as we usually close out. Don't forget this coming Wednesday. Don't forget this coming Wednesday. Let me play my music on the background, on the background. Don't forget this coming Wednesday, we have our dear brother JP Justice, from a veteran comedian from out of New York City. Very outspoken author, producer, and comedian. He'll be on Wednesday, July the 20th. And don't forget, on the 24th, we have the return of Paris Williams, entrepreneur and spiritual advisor, on July 24th, healing from past traumas and still thriving to be great. No matter what you go through, you can still be great. Don't forget, we're coming to New York. If you want to be into New York, it's only $44 in advance and $55. And also, don't forget, our holistic hors d'oeuvres are going to be on display for you to take and eat well. All right. And that's going to be August the 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. Myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, Empress Etoy, and Ellison Nedra. Don't forget, Baba Ashwa Kwesi, the living legend, is coming into town for October the 9th. 2 to 7 p.m., $25 early bird tickets until August the 1st. Make sure you get your early bird tickets because next month is going up to 35. Next month after that is going up to 45. And there it is at the door. It's going to be $55. So we want to make sure you get your early bird. I'm trying to give you all the early bird tickets now. Go get them. Go get them. Stop playing. If you want to vend, we got the vending space. We got like 10 vending space and 1 space for only the holistic food. It looked like I'm going to have 2 or 1 person that's going to be serving the food, having their own food. up there. And the place holds like 150 to 200 people. So we want to make sure everything is tight. Don't forget, family. We got the Cosmic Alignment 19, Cosmic 19 Alignment Enhancement Meta Shop. Billy Carson, Ellison Nedra, yours sincerely, King Simon, Dina Divine, and Joshua Sarah. Early bird tickets are only $199 for the 2 days. Come have some fun, come enjoy, and let's do what we got to do to make it happen. And if you want those statement tees for vegans, make sure you hit up teesandthings.com. That's tees-n-things.com. Make sure you go to teesandthings.com. All right. And don't forget, get the tarot advisory by and consulting by Dina Divine at DinaDivine369 at Gmail. That's Dina Divine 369 at Gmail. And don't forget, check out my girlfriend, also the one, the only one of my partners. Her and Dina are my business partners in many aspects. And don't forget, 800-774-4554. That's 774-4554. And make sure you go to her website, themoderndaySage.com, moderndaySage.com. And if you want that 30% off, you want to spread love, make sure you go to the Modern Day Sage and use the coupon code King Simon 2022, and you'll get 30% off for past life healing sessions only. All right, 30% off for past life healing session only. Just tell her that King Simon sent you. And don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn. Hit him up at lloyd-strayhorn.com, www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. Hit him up. Get his books, take his classes. He got 3 classes on Udemy now. Make sure you hit him up and also get his free newspaper, weekly news clippings, and spreading love that way. Don't forget, you can hit up my classes on Udemy and go to Numerovation, the holistic Numerovation on udemy.com. That's UDEMY.com. And if you want the full course meal, text me 347-496-1022 to text the word course to 347-496-1022. And guess what? You will get that 8-hour course at a price, of course. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, get my books on Amazon. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. No promotion is bad promotion. Numerovation for mental stability and Numbers are simple. Children's health is important. Make sure you get all those books, and you can go to my Linktree /King Simon the Numerovator. And don't forget, if you want to book a session for me, please text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. And don't forget this copyright disclaimer under section of 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Get ready for prayer time, family. Are you ready for the prayer? We're gonna go out. I always leave with a prayer, because prayer is like a walking meditation. And if you're willing to pray and meditate at the same time, at one point of time, we did not, according to ancient history, we didn't have to pray, because we was living prayer, living meditation, walking mathematics. Didn't even have to do all this astrology and numerology and all that kind of stuff. When we lost our way, that's when the modalities of today had to come into play. Ooh, what did I just say? I just rhymed, people. When we lost our way, that's when the modalities of today had to come back into play to give us guidance. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So I use numerovation or numerology for a reason. I think I'm buffering. I'm buffering. Of course, let me check out my my live here. Yes. All right, good. We should be stepped back up again. Yes. So it's very important that you recognize that when we fell off of grace, that's when we fell off of grace. That's why these modalities had to come back to play with us and help us and give us guidance. All right. So close out with prayer. Let's close out with prayer. Let's line things up. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our soul to receive only truth and your love now. Love and honor to the late, great Dr. Delbert Blair, of course. Love and honor to the late, great Dr. Delbert Blair, of course. Love and honor to the late, great Dr. Delbert Blair, of course. I wanted to show y'all his website real quick. If you don't mind, allow me to show you Dr. Delbert Blair's website. Let me show y'all Dr. Delbert Blair's website real quick. Yeah. Let me show y'all Dr. Delbert Blair's website real quick. Got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Shaniqua, Lino. What's up, sis? How you doing? Frederica Campbell. What's up, cuz? Kev, Ashe, big up. Susie Orta, Katrina, right there on Facebook. Big up to all the Facebook and all of the YouTube family. Let me show y'all Dr. Blair's website real quick. Peace and love, peace and love. There's Dr. Blair's website. Higher Vibration Being Summer Sale, Psychic Ability Training, registration from July 19th to July 31st. All his products, all the books are up there too. Let's go to see his books. Let's see what books he got up there. That's Dr. Blair's book. Y'all didn't know Dr. Blair wrote a book? That's Dr. Blair's book right there, The World Within. I have that book. The Mind Configuration, Book of Lessons. So many books up here. This is also one of Dr. Blair's book, Man, Woman, and Child. My Close Encounters with an Extraterrestrial. Dr. Blair's books are up there, so make sure you go to his website, themetacenter2.com. The Meta Center 2. They also teach classes and courses on how to grow your own food. Yes, big up to Dr. Blair and the whole crew, Tony and the whole crew, the late, great Dr. Blair. Go to his website. Once again, here's the website. That is the website. All right. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and sing some songs. And the time is coming just before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Those who don't know that closing theme song, that was by Carol Burnett. That was a Carol Burnett show closing theme song. Like Marcus Mosiah Garvey says, up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. One love, one aim, one destiny. And in the immortal words of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, up, you mighty nation. Well, no, Khalid said, regardless of land, label, or language, there is but one creator, one God. And that's how we need to stay focused on one entity, one divine masculine and feminine, the one that brought us here, the one that brought us from the atoms, if that even exists. All right. So family, take care, be safe, be focused. And don't forget, this coming Wednesday, my brother JP will be in the building, live and direct, the raw truth about comedy's great history makers, breakers, and haters. Take care. Peace.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numeral Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numeral Beta for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Toy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Capunia Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numero Beta. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Beta. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.